Welcome back to the channel. Cutting edge DeFi is coming to the Futureverse, the FIFA World Cup AI League, crypto walkers and a whole bunch more. This is Into the Futureverse, and today is Thursday, the 17th of November of 2022. Now give that like button a bunnies up, and let's get into it. Okay, let's dive in. So the first thing to cover in today's show is the crypto walkers. They have the upcoming mint of their female collection dropping in early December. And holders of crypto walker themed seekers will be eligible for the mint, and you can pre-register on pre-mint now. Each eligible wallet with a crypto walker themed seeker will be able to mint 2 female crypto walkers. However, it's still a case of first come, first served. One thing that's particularly interesting about crypto walkers is their partnership with the Altered State Machine for their upcoming play-to-earn first-person shooter game, Battlegrounds, which makes up a part of Walker World. On top of this, they have a partnership with Boardbox, which is the brainchild of Board Elon Musk, who themselves have a collaboration with the ATEM car club, and also the Jadu AR team. Jadu was Fluf World's very first collaboration, and I'm finding lots of breadcrumbs that are leading the Futureverse towards having AR being a key element of some of their activations. I've already seen AR footage of the Next Legends boxer. David McDonald mentioned that imitation learning is one of the many ways we can train our ASM brains. So potentially we could be using an augmented reality app to train moves of our Next Legend boxers and maybe even our AFA All-Stars. Now nothing's official of course, but don't be surprised to see something like that roll out in the next 12 months, but maybe not in the earliest versions of the games. So already we're starting to see the network effects propagate out from the Futureverse and into other Web3 offerings. Speaking of the ATEM car club, they dropped this video showing some fluff characters enjoying the 3D space that makes ATEM Car Club garages. And Jeff McDonald mentioned in the comments, these are designed to be our ATEM Car Club space in the digital world and could even be attached as part of your other spaces within the Third Kingdom. Also, for a little glimpse into the future as food for thought, ATEM Car Club is not designed to play alone, and a membership card is imagined as something a team would own, not just an individual. Now don't forget, Jeff is also the co-founder of PlugNet and the Otto blockchain. Keep that in mind as I'll go into the details of the Otto blockchain later in the show. David McDonald was this week's guest speaker at the weekly Fluf World community spaces, hosted by Max Poker, which is now called Down the Rabbit Hole. I uploaded a copy of the space with improved audio onto my YouTube channel, but it's also available on Twitter. However, I find the Twitter app to be quite flaky at times. During the space, the FIFA World Cup AI League Discord released this awesome trailer. Let's give it a watch.
Heads up, the gaming world's all shook up. Why? Because the AI League's launching at the FIFA World Cup. Predict matches, compete against your friends, score mad rewards, and create a team for a new metaverse street football game. Hold up, don't interrupt. Turn up, tear up, hype up, glow up. It's time to rise up. Grab your ticket to the future of gaming.
And they've also made it easier for people to onboard their friends and family, as we now have an easy to share referral link that automatically adds us as a friend once they sign up. The World Cup is now only 3 days away, so expect the hype and the marketing to continue. During the community space, David did confirm that every participant will be receiving a set of 4 FIFA All-Stars for them to progress onto the second phase, the actual AI League itself. And competing in the prediction game guarantees that you'll win some digital collectibles, with your position on the leaderboards determining the rarity and value of the items you can expect to win. And yes, just to confirm, everyone that signs up for an account on the prediction game is actually creating a Futureverse account stored on the Root network. Also during the space, David was asked about the mechanics around mining new brains, especially for the hundreds of thousands of integrated brains that are going to be needed for the AI League. And while nothing's confirmed 100% just yet, this is what we can expect. For any third party that wants to use ASM brains, they will have to purchase them using Asto Energy, which is the non-tradable reward stakers get for staking their Asto and their liquidity positions in the Asto/USDC pool. So for instance, say Crypto Walkers wants $200,000 worth of brains. They would need to provide $200,000 to the Altered State Machine protocol. ASM would then split that up into $100,000 worth of ASTO and $100,000 worth of USDC and put it into the liquidity pool. It would then hold that LP position and at a later date proportionally distribute that LP to all of the ASTO energy stakers. That's one way we can generate yield, not just by using our ASTO energy for mining brains, which many of us do enjoy given the gamification and potential for further rewards and utility, but you can also earn yield by simply being a passive staker or liquidity provider, as you'll be rewarded automatically staked LP positions, further compounding your stake in the protocol. There was also an Easter egg hidden within the AI League trailer. It would appear that the arena the players are playing on is located in Megacity, one of the revealed locations that makes up part of the lore of Illyria, formerly known as the Aether Moon. Also, keep in mind that mined Gen 2 brains are plots of land on Illyria, and maybe holding a plot of land in a city with a prominent stadium will have untold benefits from the games that are played in that area. It's food for thought. Before I continue, if you're new to the channel, hi, welcome, I'm Gerry, host of Into the Futureverse, where I cover alpha and updates on all things Fluf World and the Futureverse ecosystem. And if you enjoy this content, consider supporting the channel by smashing that like button, hitting subscribe, and hitting the notifications bell so you get all my videos in a timely fashion. Alex Smaler also leaked another image of one of the Buzzies. It looks like it's made up from spare parts. Maybe they're leftovers that the gods and goblins didn't use when they burnt down the Seekers to complete their portal. This particular flavour of Buzzy is rocking some repurposed tennis rackets as its wings. Like all Futureverse NFTs, the detail is stunning. I really can't wait to see these reveal and the hidden utilities within them. Rahila put this tweet out about her and Shara Senderoff managed to score a sneak peek of the Futureverse trailer. In their opinion, it's mind-blowing. I wouldn't be at all shocked to see that the trailer doesn't just involve moving and using Futureverse NFT assets. It could well also be a demonstration of the power and potential of the DeFi offerings made available from the Otto blockchain. Aaron McDonald put out a tweet this morning about Otto. Years ago, we wrote a white paper, a solution for new users to Web3 finance that wasn't Wall Street dressed up as DeFi, with all the benefits and none of the counterparty risk. FTX. Excuse me. Otto blockchain, your time to shine has come. We can now have transparent, code-driven finance and simple, safe user experience. Now, I won't go into too much detail about Otto, at least not in this episode, because there's a lot to it and it's quite complex. The Otto blockchain is built upon from all the hard work of the PlugNet team and is going to be a KYC, know your customer, compliant and regulation-friendly permissioned blockchain. What that means is that every application and user will be fully regulated and can be trusted. Native assets will be held in a trusted custodian in the safest way possible, and then can be used in DeFi applications on the Otto blockchain. The NFT identity attestation will allow you to have your high-value assets protected by economic safeguards and insurable, but you'll still have full control over them and be able to use them in games, DeFi apps, and any other utility they provide, just as you normally would. This could be game-changing, especially in a backdrop where consumer trust is now low and a lack of clear regulatory guidelines is stifling growth and innovation. There's another DeFi protocol that I've been tracking that seems to have several clear links to the Futureverse. Don't forget that Aaron McDonald has incubated, seeded, and co-founded over 60 organizations now, all of them working towards a common goal of empowering the Futureverse. Don't be surprised if YieldFi is one of those. YieldFi promises to safely unlock the liquidity that is tied up in our NFT collections, kind of similar to BendDAO on the Ethereum network. BendDAO allows users to deposit a high-value NFT, such as a CryptoPunk or Bored Ape, and borrow ETH against it. One of the issues of apes being apes is that users would borrow against their ape and buy more apes, basically taking out a leveraged position. In theory, this works fine in a bull market, but as we've seen in recent months, the floor price of a Bored Ape has plummeted from around $160,000 to a recent low of just $60,000, and many users are getting liquidated, losing their precious apes, which feeds into the downward sell pressure.
NFTs that have been dominating the market, pretty sharp declines over the last month from about 90 ETH to roughly 67 ETH. Number of NFTs purchased on the peer-to-peer lending service BendDAO apparently in danger of liquidation, which could be behind the gravity that's been pushing these NFT values down. You do wonder if whether or not any sort of liquidation further could actually bring further price declines across not just Bored Ape Yacht Club, but maybe the broad NFT space.
A safer way to get yield off your NFTs is to 1, don't get liquidated, and 2, don't borrow to buy more of the same asset. YieldFi will help to prevent this by automatically ensuring your loan is paid off and you don't get liquidated. And as seen with the recent collapse of centralized lenders, if you don't know where your yield's coming from, you are the yield. So how does YieldFi generate its yield? Let's take a look. A user would deposit their high value NFT into the protocol, and the protocol would borrow some funds against it. You would then automatically deploy those funds in liquidity pools onto centralized exchanges such as Uniswap. You would then run a delta neutral strategy. This is generally low risk. Rather than longing or shorting an asset, you're neutral. So if the price of an asset goes up or down, it doesn't matter. The overall value of your position remains roughly the same. This is all governed automatically using smart contract code, and the yield that it generates is from that of the swap fees. Swap fees are charged when a user swaps in and out between those tokens within the pool, and is a constant source of steady income. YieldFi put this tweet out, which got them onto my radar. Imagine seekers roaming around the metaverse as flying metabanks that other avatars can find and interact with in order to deposit fungible and non-fungible assets to generate yield from. YieldFi helping to power commerce in the metaverse. They also mentioned that they've been in talks with the Otto blockchain team. We've had the pleasure of speaking to the team at Otto and learning all about how their blockchain solves the serious issues faced by users on other chains that inhibits the adoption of DeFi. Otto revolutionizes how we interact with DeFi to ensure a safe and secure environment. And Marco, one of the lead devs behind the Root network, said that he can't wait to onboard a project like YieldFi onto the Root network. And YieldFi themselves also mentioned about the power of Immersive. Immersive have been working on the payment rails that will be provided to Futureverse users and have a partnership with MasterCard Brewing. It's not often you talk with a team and are instantly blown away by what they've achieved and what they're going to launch. Immersive is that team. Combine that with what we've built at YieldFi, and you will be able to deposit crypto and earn yield, which you can then go and spend in real life. This is also good for merchants, as they will be receiving fiat currency rather than volatile crypto tokens, thanks to Immersive. So as you can see, the Futureverse isn't just going to be about NFTs and gamification. There's also going to be a robust and sophisticated DeFi layer. Basically, using the Otto blockchain, you'll have a secure vault for all your precious NFTs, where potentially they could be staked and earning Root token rewards, helping to secure the network, while also employed in automated DeFi farming strategies. You might be looking at double-digit percentage yield, and if it costs only a few percent to get those NFTs insured, then it's a no-brainer. And we can look forward to all of this in the Futureverse soon. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this content, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and maybe consider watching one of my other videos. Bunnies up!